So if you're a Falcons fan and you've been paying attention, you know that this year is make or break for Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff. So this offseason is going to be a major key for this franchise going forward. So in this video, we're going to talk about the things that the Falcons need to focus on and prioritize in the offseason to make sure next year is successful and to save Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff's job. We're starting right now. What up, dude? What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. This is the channel I might not tell you what you want to hear, but I'm definitely going to tell you what you need to hear. And I give recap and analysis of the NFL, in particular, NFC South. So if you want to see more videos about the Falcons, the Bucks, the Panthers, or the Saints, go ahead and subscribe up below, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with somebody. Let them know. But hey, real quick, down below in the comments, Falcons fans, let me know what the priority should be. The number one priority. I got 3 of my own, but let me know what your priorities are. The first priority is finally address the trenches. So over the years, a lot of people have groped and complained about Thomas Dimitroff. He has done a great job of addressing the skill position. He's gotten guys like Julio, Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman, Calvin Ridley, guys like that. There's never been a priority getting guys that can catch the ball and run with the ball and make plays and make things happen. But the one knock on him has been getting linemen in here and being strong as far as pass rush and protecting the quarterback. And in this final make or break year, I think it's about that time that Dimitroff addresses that position. First of all, on defense, they got to get stronger on the inside, man. And I think the best way to do is with youth going in the draft. I know there's been talks about Ed Oliver because of athleticism, and I like that pick. It would be great to get Quentin Williams, but he could obviously be the first overall pick. But it looks like Ed Oliver may be that guy. He's a nice athletic guy. He's undersized a little bit, but I think he could pair good with Grady Jarrett. I think they like that speed and athleticism, especially from a Dan Quinn standpoint. He likes that type of guy in his system to fly around and make plays and get after the quarterback. On offense, we know that the guard position has been a thing of need for a while now. And I've heard some talks about bringing in a vet like J.R. Sweezy, a guy who has experience in Dirk Cutter's system. But I think the way the money is set up and what they have to do with some other positions, I think they're going to have to go draft. And we'll see what happens as far as getting a guard. You can get a guard late in the draft and develop him if you believe in your system and believe in your coaches and be able to get the job done. But they have to address it at a higher priority, though. They can't wait till the late rounds to do it. They have to get a guy that they like, and if he's available, go ahead and draft on value. Also, it wouldn't hurt to get a center, too, because Alex Mack, he is a dog, and he is probably one of the best at his position, if not the best. But he's 34, man. He's not getting any younger. It may be time to bring in a guy that Alex Mack can groom over time. That way, whenever he retires, it'll be a smooth transition, and you're protecting Matt Ryan and keeping him upright. The second priority is pay your people. And when I say your people, I'm talking about not these guys that are in the free agency that you want to go after and get. I'm talking about the people in your hometown. You grown them up. You drafted them. They've been on your team. They've been making plays. They've earned that payday. Of course, number one top priority is going to be Grady Jarrett. I have no doubt in my mind they'll get something done, whether it's a franchise or a long-term contract. But ideally, they want to get him on a long-term contract. It could be too expensive, but maybe they'll be able to get a discount. But I don't think a franchise tag is the way to go right now. It may be push come to shove, though, but I think it would be smart of them to give them a contract and kind of spread out that money over a couple of years versus front loading it with the 1-year deal. This guy's been a 5th round pick, and he's pretty much overachieved and showed that he deserves that money that he gets. So it's time to pay that man. Of course, next up, it's time to pay Julio. I know Julio asked for a contract last year, and a lot of people were up in arms about it, but some people were disappointed that he was holding out for so long. And this guy's one of the best receivers in the league. He's been that way for the past 5, 6, 7 seasons probably, since day one, obviously. But Julio he's that guy, and you have to pay him. You gave him you restructured a little bit, gave him a couple extra million on his contract now. You told him wait till next year. Well, guys, it's next year. It's time to pay the piper. Fill in your promises. Make that deal happen. This is Julio. You need him, man. He opens up the offense for everybody else, for Calvin Ridley and Mo Sanu. And, of course, he's that security blanket for Matt Ryan. So make sure you pay Julio and take care of your guys. The only question is Julio is where is the price tag at? Because he's one of the best. And we've seen Odell Beckham get that $19 million. And, I mean, Julio is as good, if not better, than that guy, too. So it's going to be a tough deal to get done. We'll see if they can work some magic with Dimitroff and get that thing figured out to get something that the team can still make some other moves. But you got to pay the man. He's very underpaid for what he's doing now. That $12 million is nickels and dimes compared to what he deserves. So you got to pay him. The third thing is secure defensive depth. So we know last year was atrocious as far as injuries and whatnot, and there's something unprecedented. However, I think they need to get deeper on that side of the ball. You know, they like to run around and have a lot of lighter guys, but they still need to have personnel that can make plays just in case those injuries do happen again. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get in long games and you do need depth regardless of injury or not. We saw in the Super Bowl that they were getting after Tom Brady early on, but because of the lack of depth, they weren't able to keep that pass rush on them and they kind of ran out of gas. And that's another way that depth can help too. So they got to get deeper. I'm talking pass rush. I'm talking a secondary, and I'm talking linebackers. Just because you want to have a good rotation of guys you can count on, not just a couple guys that you think can develop or think maybe their time eventually. You want to get some guys that can solidify that you're good with and that there's not that big of a drop off if somebody falls. The next man up mentality is cliche. However, you want to be able to live by it if you're going to preach it. Hey, let me know down below in the comments, guys, if you agree with my priorities and if you think that there's something that I missed. Like I said, let me know down below in the comments. But without further ado, I'm Aaron Ducker here at the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Signing off. I'll see you next time. Peace.